Good morning, class of 2021, mostly. A couple 2020ers and maybe a 2022er. Can't remember, it's been so long. How you all doing? It's pretty wild stuff, huh? Well, we are going to be, I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope that you understand. I'm going to put these headphones on. This is my new studio. How do you like it? This is my house. This is my home. So here you go. The little one will be walking around here. This is where we're going to Zoom from for the rest of the year. What is today? It's the 19th of April, something like that. I think, yeah, it's windy out there. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect sound studio. You can hear the wind, but it's not bad. And ta-da, I've got a new microphone. Yes, the Blue Yeti. This is a cool deal. So I'm doing my best to be prepared. I have headphones so I can listen to myself talk to you. And let's figure out where we're at with this whole thing. Tomorrow, we at Oak Ridge attempt to start school. And one thing I think you guys got to know in all of this, as you've probably seen, is that this is a game in action. You know, everybody is trying to feel out what's best to do. Some people do that by driving up to Lansing and spreading the virus on the steps of the Capitol. Some people Facebook, some people exercise, some people eat. Everybody eats. Schools are doing the same thing. And so just be patient, let this thing move itself through, realize that, come on, your little sperm and your little egg came together in a first world country, and we are struggling with this, you know? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Wow, what is going to be going on in I don't know, Nigeria or Iran or Iraq? Oh, good Lord, can you imagine the Syrian refugee camps or those, or Russia for that matter? So there's a lot going on. Let's cover a few things today. I won't be long. We will have our first meeting on Tuesday. And so what has happened is the school has set up a rough schedule. And the schedule is about the only thing that is in stone right now. But the school has set up a rough schedule whereby social studies will have Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. That's us. And so I, for Tuesday, have first hour, senior current issues at 1 o'clock. Second hour, government at 2 o'clock. Fourth hour, government at 3 o'clock. Fifth hour, econ at 4 o'clock. And sixth hour, econ at 5 o'clock. That's going to change. You know, it's just to give us a little bit of time to get our bases straight. And I guess my only goal is to figure out, get us on Zoom. I'm going to use Zoom. Zoom is good, guys. Zoom is good. You might have a little discomfort with it at first, but come on, at the end of the day, if you're going to go on to college, you're going to use programs like Zoom, maybe Zoom. If you're going to go into business, you're going to use Zoom or programs like Zoom. If this pandemic thing, who knows where this thing goes? And Zoom is a good vehicle for communication. So let's use it. I have a short little inset video here that I'm going to turn on right now. I'm going to put it on the screen and let you see it. And just walk you through the basics of it. The best thing is to just go watch a tutorial or just be patient. Don't be overwhelmed with it. It's very simple. It's very safe. I know there's like been all sorts of people going nuts that individuals have popped into their Zoom sessions. You know, we can put a password on it and people can't get in. So don't worry about Zoom. Just going to show you real briefly how this Zoom thing works. Okay, now look. Oh, I'm going to send you something that will have these things right here. Look, here's the topic, senior current issues, government and econ will have something else. There will be a join a Zoom meeting, and this will be a live link. And then you just click on the live link, or you copy down the meeting ID number and pop that in. And then my top secret password is 123. Try to remember 123. Write it down, memorize it, think about it. Write it on you can get it tattooed onto your arm. Whatever you need to do. All of the meetings will be 123. Anybody that wants to break into our meetings is welcome to break in. Okay. Then what you do is you download and run Zoom. So here we go. We're going to download and run Zoom. Okay, we're going to click here to launch the meeting. I'm sorry. We click here to launch the meeting, and we open it up. Bye-bye. Here it comes. Voila. Look at that. There I am. Zoom. We're right in here. Now, sometimes you have little things that, okay, you could have stop video down here. Look at that. See? Stopped video. So the video got stopped. If you're not getting video, you just click the video right there. You have mute. And so now I'm sure as I'm talking, nobody can, well, you can hear me on this, but you wouldn't be able to hear me because I have been muted. And really, in the Zoom etiquette, you mute yourself when you're not talking so it doesn't sound kind of crazy. There's chats if you want to chat, and turn off chat. You can share things on screen, like I'm sharing on screen right now. And you got to remember, I'm new at this stuff too, and so it's going to take me time to get this. It's going to be kind of cool for me to try to figure this out as we go. Oh, you can do this thing. You can do little thumbs up. Boom. I can do a thumbs up if you like, if I like what you're saying. I can't do a middle finger if I don't like what you're saying. I'm trying to get that into mine. I think that would be kind of cool. And you can have this little clap thing too. Everything is so freaking positive now. I guess we'll have to go to Wolf Lake World News to find the negative. So, yeah, there you go. That's a quick little Zoomerama. But that's how you get on. If you can't figure it out, just email me on Monday at 1 o'clock. I guess our goal, or Tuesday at 1 o'clock. I guess our goal on Tuesday is we just want to get everybody on, or anybody on, or anybody that's coming on. How's that? So let's make that's our big goal for Tuesday. So that's check number 2, Zoom. Grading. Wow, grading. Nobody has known what to do with grading. Grading has been changed all over the place, from the University of Michigan to Oak Ridge High School. And so this, as of, what time is it now? It's noon, straight up noon. On the 19th, on Sunday, I don't even know what our grading thing is. I do know that a large majority of your grade will be your third marking period grade. Seniors are finished. If you've got a passing grade in your third marking period, you are done. I'm still going to have senior current issues classes. I'm going to have all these classes because I can't believe, I got to believe that you're bored out of your mind. And this will give you some structure. It'll give us a sounding board to discuss what is an historic event in your life. I mean, come on, the pandemic of 1918, that was 100 years ago. We haven't had anything like this in a long time. And I think to discuss it, to talk about it, to use Zoom as a platform to figure out where we're going in this world, I think it's a pretty good idea. But we will also have assignments. I'm not going to overwhelm you with assignments. I just want to take your temperature and find out who intends to participate and who doesn't. That's going to make a difference on how I set up the grades. I do know that if you're failing the third marking period, that you need to be heavily involved in this, or you won't get credit. I do know that. I do know that we have decided to allow the unmasking of grades, which means that if you want to increase your third marking period grade with your work in the fourth marking period, you'll be able to do that. And that's your choice. I'll know more on Monday than I know right now in regards to how the fourth period credit, no credit affects your final semester grade. I know there won't be finals exams. Okay, that takes care of that. Government and econ assignments. What are we going to do? Well, I'm going to address both of those in this video, and then we'll separate it out when we do get together and talk on Tuesday. Government, I've got a pretty good little assignment put together for government. I like the idea of having a packet, and it's a packet. It's one assignment that runs the entire time, and I think it's pretty well organized. I think you can move on it on your own if you want. You can get help from me if you want. I've got linking videos if you want. And I can even get you stuff if you are unable to be online if you want. So government will be simple. Econ, I'm still kind of up in the air with econ. What I'd like to do, really, to tell you the truth, is to just touch on different either podcasts or articles or stories about this pandemic, how it is affecting the world economically, and just use that as a place to think. Yeah, think. Because, down the road, you need to be awake to this. You need to be aware of it. And you need to be able to address it in a factual sense, too. It is going to have an impact economically on our country, on the world, short-term and long-term. And this is, baby, we talked about globalization. We talked about the pluses and the minuses of globalization. This thing is immersed in the pluses and the minuses of globalization. And so that's my current feeling on econ. But we'll talk about it, and I'm open to any ideas that you have. Certainly don't want to bury you in work. That's not my goal here, is not to bury you in work. Just to have something that matters, that gives us a touchstone to consider such a significant event in the world. And that's my goal. So let's talk about that on Tuesday. A couple people have emailed me with questions on grades. The grade deadline for third marking period has now been shifted to May 1st. So there is really no, there's really no specific emergency in regards to that. If you're a senior and you have an F, yeah, it's a little bit more of an emergency. But I think that we can talk about that on Tuesday as well. So the only goal Tuesday is to figure out what we're going to do the rest of the time, and maybe toss out some ideas. I look forward to seeing y'all. I hope you're doing good, like I said. And sunshine's coming out, man. Sunshine's coming out. It's the middle of April. Within a week into May, the weather will start getting good, and then we have to deal with social distancing and what are we going to do, and how is the governor going to lay out guidelines, and what will the state legislature react to on that, and how will our president try to undermine, unfortunately, the governor of Michigan. And so that is what we have. One more thing before I go. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. We've been meditating on Zoom. It's been pretty cool. We've been doing it for going on 4 weeks now. And we just have a little meditation. We have a little discussion. We have between 9 and 12 people show up. We always have somebody from Italy. We usually have somebody from Poland. We usually have somebody from Northern Europe. And then we have people from the United States of America. And it's a nice way to touch base. It's a nice way to be mindful. And then we all bring our candles and we breathe together. It's okay. And so you're more than welcome to join us on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as well. So that should be a good introduction. I will send this out to everybody today, and I will see you all on Tuesday, maybe Monday. Maybe a meditate on Monday. So until then, ciao.